Hi there, I'm Daniel. Just your average guy who, well, let's just say I had a pretty wild sleepover with some big cats. But before we get to that, let me tell you how I ended up in Babylon. It's a long story, but let's just say it involved a lot of walking and not much choice on my part. Babylon was different. The hanging gardens were nice, but the food, let's just say I missed my mom's cooking. But one thing didn't change, my faith in God. Every day I'd pray. Morning, noon, and night, like clockwork. Now, I wasn't trying to show off or anything. It's just talking to God. It's like chatting with your best friend. You just can't help it. The king liked me so much, he was thinking of putting me in charge of everything. Can you imagine? Me in charge of, well, everything. But not everyone was thrilled about that. Some of the other officials were, let's say, green with envy. And not the good kind of green, like broccoli. The bad kind, like, well, moldy broccoli. They started whispering, plotting. I could almost see the light bulbs going off above their heads. Spoiler alert, their ideas weren't exactly bright. They came up with this crazy plan. Let's make a law, they said, that says you can only pray to the king for 30 days. Now, I'm all for respecting authority, but there was no way I was going to stop praying to God. So I did what I always did. I prayed. You might be thinking, Daniel, why didn't you just pray in secret? Well, here's the thing. Faith isn't something you hide. It's who you are. Well, those officials caught me faster than you can say, uh-oh. Next thing I knew, I was being dragged to a den full of lions. The king looked devastated. He liked me, you see, but a law's a law, even for kings. As they lowered me in, he said, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." As I descended into the den, I remembered what the prophet Isaiah once said. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. The den was dark and, well, lion-y. I could hear them breathing, see their eyes glowing in the dark. It was like the world's scariest slumber party. But you know what? I wasn't as scared as I thought I'd be. I knew God was with me, even if I couldn't see him. The night was long, and let me tell you, lions snore, loudly. But something amazing happened. They didn't touch me. It was like they were big, furry, slightly confused house cats. One of them even let me use him as a pillow. When morning came, I heard the king's voice. He sounded worried sick.
Daniel, has your God saved you?
I couldn't believe it myself, but I answered, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and he shut the mouths of the lions." As for those officials who plotted against me, well, let's just say they had a much less pleasant lion experience. Looking back, I realized something important. Faith isn't just about believing when things are easy. It's about trusting God even when you're face to face with a bunch of hungry lions. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even when everyone else is telling you to sit down. So remember, no matter what challenges you face, be it lions or life, have faith, trust in God. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself with how brave you can be. Oh, and one more thing. If you ever find yourself in a lion's den, bring earplugs. Trust me on this one.